Oh, Captain, my Captain, our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every wreck. The prize we sought is won. The port is near.
I often wake up with the same dream. There is something on these electric poles. They are in my dreams every night, and I find myself watching them. They seem to be calling me. Hidden there is the door beyond the horizon that I wanted to look at, but could not muster up the courage.
So, when did the habit of watching utility poles start? Did she watch them before?
No, she didn't. It started that day. She would go and watch the utility poles, but she would do that only in the morning before the sunrise. She would go and stand in front of them and watch.
What was her educational background? Did she read much? Who's reading all these books? You or her?
Actually, we were reading these books together. However, I used to read mostly because of my job.
What was your job?
I work at the university. I teach history of science courses.
So, tell me, Professor, when did the real science begin?
What does this have to do with our topic? My wife is missing.
Look, sir, your wife Rose disappeared 5 days ago, but you reported it to the police at the end of the 5th day. May I know why you waited so long? What did you do for 5 whole days? Examine the thoughts of Thomas Sanguinus this whole time? Really? Anyway, according to what you said in the first identification report, she was an immigrant. Is it true?
Yes, that's right. But she didn't say anything about her family. She just said she had a younger brother. But she didn't say how she came to the country. She had a little interest in social science, and she said she felt more completed.
I understand. I think that's enough for now, but I'll be seeing you again. Thank you for your time.
I want to tell you a story. About 1,000 years ago, a young woman in Mesopotamia was constantly watching the stars. People around her thought she was either crazy or a demon had taken over her soul. After a while, her movement changed, like Rose when she fell asleep outside one night. It's known that this young woman said she saw brightness while looking at the stars. No one believed her, so she engraved what she saw on the walls of a cave.
Why did you ask the man about his scholastic thoughts? What's the meaning of the last story he told, and why did he mention such a similarity? Our aim was to find out from the guy what was going on.
This man teaches the history of science, and scholastic thought is a conservative pursuit. He's very involved in this. Professor Edgar and Rose may have had conflicts about their beliefs.
Are you suspicious of the professor?
No, but yes. We need more details. All we know is that the woman followed the utility poles, and then she disappeared. That story he told us, it was odd. Do some research on that woman in Mesopotamia. Did you find anything?
There is not a lot of information about what happened to the woman in Mesopotamia. But
According to the publications of several universities, there was a supernova explosion about 1,000 years ago. And the drawings of the woman in question look like a supernova. After that, she disappeared.
When you see something like that at that time, that's gonna drive you crazy, right?
However, I researched the news, and I found several scientific articles reporting that there was a magnet repulse the day Rose disappeared. Now, I don't know if that makes any sense, but it seems like we're faced with a chain of coincidences. And weirdest of all, there are inscriptions, rock writings, cave paintings, all depicting the same event at regular intervals on almost every continent in every age.
I don't know how long it's been. The rushes that burned my heart over time are over. The time has come. A long road awaits me. I filled my saddlebag. I did my duty. I witnessed pain and joy. I've listened to the fish at the bottom of the sea. I became a bird and fluttered my wings in the sky. I've seen wars. I have known prophets. I have fought shoulder to shoulder with kings and listened to geniuses. I walked on the paths of philosophers. I have experienced suffering. I poured my sadness into the oceans. I loved and protected this beautiful planet. Now I am on the verge of my journey to a completely different place, into the depths of space.
Oh, Captain, my Captain, our fearful trip is done.